Let's see. I think we don't have anything to add to.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, what was that?
We have that Humane Society contract.
Okay, I was thinking it had come in, we'd probably warn it and wait.
Next time, okay. How about the opening of the loader bids?
Ah, yes, let's do that under our road foreman's report. We can open the loader bids. That's great.
So
And
somebody has them in hand?
I do.
Perfect.
Do you want to add under the bills for payment and stuff, that internal financial control checklist for Charlotte, or you want to wait till next time?
Let's see, do we need to approve that?
It asks for receipt by a select board with a signature. Yes,
Okay.
I'd say so.
Let's add that.
Okay.
Although there's one line she did not complete. There's one the very first question is not completed.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
So we might want to,
might
You want
want,
me?
I don't know.
maybe we kick that down the can.
Yeah.
No, kick that can down the road and
I'll send it back to her, or just write her a note and say, could you just do the first line?
yeah.
Okay.
We can do it at our next meeting.
Perfect.
All right. Then with those additions, let's go on to our minutes of June 3rd.
All right, I move that we approve the minutes from our June 3rd Select Board meeting.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
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 All right. Under bills for payment, we have warrant 26, the payroll 26P, reappraisal fund number 11, conservation commission number 10, and the cemetery fund number 3.
I'll move to approve bills for payment warrants 26, 26P, reappraisal fund number 11, conservation commission number 10, and the cemetery fund number 3.
I'll second that. It's Geraldine.
Any discussion? Okay, under warrant 26, the total is $27,160.07, and that's going for a monthly rescue payment, salt for the roads, health insurance, payroll transfers, and supplies for the town office and highway department. Any other discussion? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Looks like we have no visitors so far. So let's move on to the road foreman's report.
Okay, as what he's passed on is on 6-1 hauled sand to Putney, green up. 6-2 installed culvert, Black Mountain Road, made winter sand. 6-3 installed 250 foot of under drain, Black Mountain Road, and tried out the new loader. 6-4 finished under drain, clean culverts, and made sand. 6-5 driveway culvert, Rice Farm Road, and started mowing. 6-8 road culvert, Black Mountain Road, started mowing and a load of chloride. 6-9 road culvert, Black Mountain Road, mowing and a load of chloride. 6-10 road culvert, Black Mountain Road, mowing and a load of chloride. 6-11 grading, scrap steel, and cleaning out front porch at the town clerk's. And 6-12 road culvert, Black Mountain, mowing and a load of chloride.
Great. So can I ask a question?
Sure.
So when Lee gives us that list, Terry, that's for the whole road crew, right?
Right.
So when he mentions chloride, for example, that necessitates multiple people doing that because they each have a certain group of roads that they cover.
Let's see. I think that he might have been, it might have just been one person applying chloride to the roads just to keep the dust down.
Oh, and so one person does all the roads in Dummerston.
Yeah, or they might split
Switch
it up.
off.
It just takes one person to
Yeah.
they used the smaller truck, and
Right, because it's a particular truck.
that's what I assume.
Mhm.
There was a bill from Cargill, and I'm not sure if it was for chloride or for salt, but
Mhm.
probably
Yeah.
with the weather like it was, it probably refers to
Yeah.
putting chloride on the road.
Okay. Yeah. My question was mostly answered in that he's giving that list for the whole road crew. That's what everybody has been doing,
Working on, yes.
working on. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and then we have the bids for the loaders, and Terry, if you want to open.
I'm so sad not to be able to open one of them.
Yeah.
You get to do it all, Terry. That's not fair.
Yeah, all by myself.
Right. Let's see. So he did get to try one of them out, at least from his report.
Yes. I'll have to look at the number again because I can't really remember. Let's see. But it looks like they put it all in. Okay. Says new loader bid. This is from Nortrack. Thank you for allowing us to bid on these machines. I quoted both of these loaders to your specs. 84-month, 5,000 comprehensive warranty, spare tire rim, tow hook on bucket, three-year service contract delivered to your town garage. Both of these machines would need to be ordered, delivery date determined upon date of order. Okay, so it's a 524L is one of them. And it's, if I get to the back page here, there's a 524L and a 544L. Okay, so for the 524L, excuse the dog, the equipment total is $147,500. Trade-in is $23,000. So the balance due would be $124,500. That is for the 524L. Now the 544L is equipment total is $172,500. A trade-in of $23,000. Subtotal is $149,500.
And this is from North Star?
Nortrack.
Nortrack.
Hold on, let me just get my dog. So those are the, hold on a second.
Gotta love it. We're taking a dog break.
Right.
Yeah, on the VCLT call today, there was one of the speakers.
There we go.
Her dog started barking. He told me,
Oh.
I gotta take care of the dog.
I gotta take care of the dog. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay,
So-
that was Nortrack.
That was Nortrack. So the balance due, both of them include the trade-in. For the 544L is $149,500, and the balance due for the 524L with the trade-in is $124,500.
Mhm.
And these are pretty detailed specs on this.
Okay.
So I don't know what you would like me to do in terms of, because there's quite a bit that would have to be scanned in pretty big files. Would you like me to just take this back over to the town office and?
Yeah, usually what we do is let Lee review them, and then at our next meeting, we can hear what he has to say about it. And usually we take the lowest bid, but we are guided by Lee's thoughts on the process and what he's looked into.
So what I will,
Are there any other bids from?
that's it.
Oh, just that one.
It's a single bid then. There's no competitive bid. Is that
They're
right?
both from John Deere Nortrack.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Huh. That's unusual.
I believe the other one he was looking into was over in New York, and I don't think he wanted, I don't know what happened there with that one. So this is what came in.
Okay.
So
I
that's
don't
a
know.
question we'll ask him, though. He should be
Right.
prepared for that question.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And so in this instance, it's a question of which piece of equipment, the 524L or the 544L.
Right. Well,
Right.
you know, one's larger,
Mhm.
so.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
And
All
this
right,
is
so-
for a loader.
Yep.
All right.
So they're both John Deere. So I will take this, drop this off back at the town office tomorrow.
Great.
Really.
Any other discussion, questions about the roads? This bid. Okay. All right. Is there anything under correspondence for information that you'd like to go over? Okay, then moving on, we have for discussion and or action. It says the views of Dummerston. An article is due on June 23rd. So Geraldine and I corresponded a little about this. Geraldine being our go-to scribe for the views, it seems, but she made a persuasive argument that we might want to discuss or write an article about our looking into changing our tax rate, or not our tax rate, but our review of the budget in an effort to lower the taxes for the coming year, and how we went about that, and what our ultimate decision was. And she suggested that I should write that, which I suppose I haven't written one for a while. And if everyone is okay, in the 6 days or so, 7 days, I'll write a draft and circulate it and send it in. Unless
That would-
someone's really would like to go ahead and do that. Or if you think that Geraldine really is, you know, we should be consistent
Yes.
and just have Geraldine do it again. But
My thinking was that because it was, you know, a budget process, it seemed appropriate that it come from the chair. I'm certainly willing to read a draft of it and provide some initial, you know, feedback if you'd like that, Zeke. But
okay. Yeah, all right. So
anybody else want to arm wrestle him for it? I think that's what Zeke's waiting for.
Yeah, right. David,
No.
I'm good with you.
Oh, okay. I thought you were maybe chomping at the bit, trying to get. Okay, all right. So I'll take care of that, and then we'll move on to Isha Williams. Sent a note to David and had some ideas about how we should budget for the library, and Geraldine thought that this might be, we might want to discuss it here. So any thoughts about that?
His comments and the email were forwarded to the library committee,
Trustees?
and they I'm sorry, the name of the head of the library, I forget her name just now, was going to take it, discuss it with the library trustees, and consider what action or to take or not to take.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Dina Marger is the librarian's name.
Okay.
Okay. Any,
So David, I'm sorry, I was looking for the name. So say the last thing again.
Well,
What are they going to do?
The trustees of the library are going to consider what Isha, his comments, and ascertain what is the appropriate response.
Okay.
okay. All
I
right.
think that's where it should go first. I mean,
Mhm.
Yeah, the trustees are the library is their baby, and but Isha was proposing that the town just pay for residents to have cards at either Putney or Brattleboro.
Yeah.
And
Right. And I guess my feeling is in this discussion that the select board is responsible for approving the budget of the library, accepting and approving the budget that they present to us. And so we need to be confident that that's money of the town well spent. And I looked back at the minutes from the various library board meetings, and they do, in a number of instances, give the statistics of how many people use the library. So I think that's really helpful. That's certainly builds a rationale for keeping the library. And I would hope that they would keep maintaining that data. I mean, obviously during COVID, when it's closed, that's going to be a, the data is going to go down. But for 2019, it seemed to me that, there was really sufficient visitation in the library to reflect an appreciation by a substantial number of people. So to me, that's significant. So I think that it's helpful when we get something like a letter that we got from Isha to sort of make us pay more attention and help understand what merits, the expenditures in the budget. So,
Well, why don't I follow up with the library trustees and see how they came out on that discussion.
great. That'd be great.
Report back to the board.
I actually sent an email to Dina today, David, and I will respond to her after this meeting, and I'll CC you on it so you can see what I already asked her for. And then if you would follow up on that, that would be great.
Right. Did I see somewhere a message that the library is actually opening soon?
it
Yeah.
is opening soon,
Yeah.
yes. And she was there working, the librarian was there working, and if she would get you books and she would just leave them in a bag outside.
Yeah.
So actually she was still, handing out
Active.
books.
Yep.
Yeah, throughout this whole thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're going to be opening just not on Saturdays because for the volunteers, but she'll be in there. I think it's 3 days a week, her normal schedule.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're also connected, as far as I can see, to the library interloan service.
Yes.
So I think that's a key element as well.
Okay. All right, any more on that? Okay, so under new business, we have the sheriff's contract for the next fiscal year. And it looks pretty much like the contract that we have currently. I think the hourly rate is the same and the number of hours the same. So.
It went up just slightly, but still below what we budgeted by $80. I think it went up 200 and some odd dollars for the year.
All right. Okay. All right.
Yeah, and I'd like to take this opportunity to mention that Mark Anderson, is that his name? Mark Anderson wrote a great piece that appeared in the Reformer. So I would, encourage Dummerston residents to look at that. And, if you don't already know, our sheriff and, are not familiar with him, that was a really good piece, and I appreciated that by him. I think it was the first of a two-part series. I think we're expecting another piece from him.
Okay. Great. So what would you like to do with the contract?
I'll make a motion to accept the sheriff's contract for the year 2020, 2021.
I'll second that.
Okay, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. We probably need someone to sign that.
I'll sign it and scan it up to him and send Lori a copy.
Great.
Thank you, Terry.
Thank you, Terry. Thanks. Okay, moving on, parking issues on Route 30.
At this point, I think we just, everybody's well aware of the issues there. Nothing's happening there. You know, Mark can put no parking signs up, but they're not enforceable. So I think at this point, with counties being open around us, we're going to see out of state, and we'll just see what happens. I mean, they can call the state police if they have concerns regarding the way it's parking up. They're parking up there.
Who's they? They can call the police.
Anybody that's been complaining about the amount of cars parking on Route 30 for that area.
So when I asked about this last time, it was mentioned that in order to access the swimming holes, not on the West River, but on the Rock River part, that you have to cross over private property.
All right.
Is that true?
Yep, that is true.
Yeah.
And
But-
so how is it that those people who own that property can't forbid people walking across their property?
Well, I think they could, but they don't want to, I don't believe.
No.
I don't think, I think they're, I mean,
They're in favor of,
yeah, they're not opposed to it, to people using that access.
and are there houses on those private
There are a couple-
properties?
There's one house
That,
and a little cabin.
and in that house, does somebody live year round?
I don't know about year round, but they're there in the summertime, you know, they're definitely there.
Yeah, it's just an enigma to me. I don't understand why we can't, but it's complicated. I understand
It's
how complicated it
complicated.
is. And
Yeah.
it irks me when I drive by there and see, you know, sometimes 150 cars.
Oh, yeah.
It gives me a pit in my stomach for a variety of reasons. And,
Your concern being, Geraldine, that there's going to be an accident.
yeah, and like Terry said, it takes 6 people to rescue somebody down there.
Yeah.
You know, it's an unsafe swimming place with that number of people.
Yep.
And I was heartened to hear last time, Terry, I think that you said that notices had been put on Facebook and, you know, various channels where people find out about swimming holes to make a plea to people to not use it. But already, you know, it's overrun with people. And I just, I think it's a safety issue along Route 30. People are driving 50 miles an hour. I can imagine it's an erosion issue for the Rock River. And it's a health hazard in this time of COVID. I think I'm really frustrated by it.
I can share your frustration after all these weeks of listening to it. But it's the top knows, the bottom knows we're at where we're at. And my priority at this point is to just monitor Taft Cemetery to make sure that they don't use that as their new parking lot.
That's a long walk from Taft Cemetery.
They're actually, this last weekend, there's already been 9 cars parked along in front of Taft Cemetery.
Oh my gosh.
So I will, on this weekend, I will keep monitoring it. We do have the no parking signs if we need them. Lee's got them. So I will just keep monitoring. I just don't want to ruin that new section of Taft.
Okay. Well, I'm
Okay.
usually on the other side of issues like this, so it's
Yeah.
unusual for me to be.
Okay. Let's see. I don't have any other new business. Anyone have any other new business? Well, I guess we could go out and enjoy the rest of this beautiful day.
Yeah, there's some of it left, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second that.
Great. Okay, I'll see you in 2 weeks.
All
Right.
right.
Great,
Yeah.
great.
Bye.
Bye-bye
Nice to
now.
see
Bye.
everybody.
Stay safe, everyone.
All right.
You
Yeah.
too.